Hello everyone, my name is Boykin Powers. I'm a PGA golf instructor. I'm at a Golf Tech facility and I want to talk about ball position with most players, mainly because it's done wrong with even good players. There's a lot of information out there, magazines and even people telling you what they do with ball position that may be misunderstood. And first of all, you got to realize that ball perception is ball position is a perception to everyone, and it can be different. I'm going to give you a couple examples, and then I'm going to tell you the best way to go about finding ball position. So the most common thing that I see is most people center themselves over the ball, and you see on the right, I have myself hitting a shot, and I've got my hands in the center and my head in the center. All the shots I'm going to do, what I did is I tried all the ball positions, and I hit every shot good. So I did what I had to do to hit a solid shot. And you'll see that my body had to do a lot different things just because of where the ball was to hit the shot good. So it's very important to have the right ball position. So we're going to see this first one here, and I've got Tiger, and you see he's behind the ball. He sets up, ball in forward of the stance, and the hands line up. Right arm reaches across, the right shoulder goes down, and his head is behind the ball. And you see I'm in the center. So you'll watch, I'll take the club back, and on the way down, what my body is lacking here is lower body rotation. And you'll see Tiger on the way down. You see he's really, at the same point, you can see him loading that left leg up and starting to rotate on that left leg, that pivot post. So there he is at impact, and you see his lower body is rotated quite a bit, and the hands are leading the club to hit down on it and really compress the ball. What you'll see is no lower body in my swing, and then the club head just kind of passes the hands. I hit a solid shot, remember, so I had to do that. No lower body. Club's going towards the target there. No lower body in the swing. No weight shift. Not a very good extension, as you can see there. And a lot of breaking down of the left arm and left wrist mainly. See, you still don't have as much lower body as Tiger Woods there. So he goes into his finish. And this is about the time where I start to rotate and finish my swing with the lower body. So you see my lower body was not a part of the swing, a main source of power and something that we need for accuracy. Okay, so here's another one I see. And I put another tour player, Ernie Els, to the left. And you'll see he's very similar to Tiger. His hand is in front of his left thigh. And the ball position's a couple inches from that left ankle. And I'll relate ball position to left ankle because that's what I'll do. And I'll explain that a little more later. But you see he's behind it. And you see now I've done a little different way this time, where I've tried to get behind it by pressing my hands forward and let my upper body lean behind my green line. But you see I've done so with the ball in the middle to the back of the stance. So I may be behind it, but yet I have to contort my body a little bit. And you'll see the difference in that swing does. And you've probably seen this a lot. Okay, I slow down that lower body. The hands flip really bad there. Just as bad, just like that last time. So it really limits that lower body and makes the hands flip. Really bad. So much worse release than you see there. Much less lower body. Again, just like the last swing. Okay, so now I've got Garcia to the left. You see the similarities there. Now he really holds his angle, so he goes a little more forward than usual. He's hitting let's see, a 7-iron here. So it's not that he's hitting a long iron or anything. You see, it's not very long. It's got plenty of loft. I'm hitting a 7 also in all these. And what you'll see the same swing from Garcia. Really, a lot of lower body in the swing, hands way out in front at impact there, no flipping. Well, you've probably seen this a lot where, I've got the club, I'm really leaning to get behind the ball, but the ball's in the middle of my stance. So on the way down, I really have to keep my weight on that right side to be able to hit a good shot. And I still break down with the hands a little bit, not as much as the other swing, but I have to lean back so much I don't use my weight shift and look at my finish way back on the right foot. And you've probably seen people do that and fall back when you want to be balanced right on that green line like Garcia. Okay, so now I got Woods back. And, all the pros I've shown you, you've seen they have the, the same thing. You'll see they favor that left side because you want to be behind the ball without having to lean back too far. And you see now I've done a swing, again, the correct way. And you'll see my lower body work the way it's supposed to. And my hands don't release early. See my lower body getting on that left side just the same as Tiger here. Getting on that left side, the right knee's driving in, and I'm able to beat the hands beat the club head to the ball. So there's that reverse K that everybody wants. See my lower body in prime position there. I used a lot of my lower body and weight shift. So I'm going to hit it farther and straighter just because of the ball position. Much better release down the line there, extended arms. And my body's already turned, and so it's almost finished with the swing, just like Tiger there. Now all these changes, balance there. Now all these changes, all are because of the ball position. I hit every one of them good. I did what I had to do. My last swing is so much better. Obviously, it's much more comparable to all the pros on the left. One of the main, this is a big misunderstanding, but the lower bodies in the golf swing, I see so many people. I mean, like 90% of my lessons have to deal with this, nobody using their lower body. And everybody likes that ball in the back because they hit it better. Well, of course you're going to hit it better, but it's all about putting the ball in a position to reward a good swing. And when you put the ball back there, you'll never learn to use your lower body because your body won't allow it to. So it's about putting the ball in a position to reward a good swing, not putting the ball in the back to reward a mistake. You'll never improve that way. So now I want to go back to saying what's a good rule of thumb of where the ball should be. And you see, now camera position is very important. On the right, you see the camera is to the right of me, and it looks like the ball's closer to my right foot. Well, on the left, the camera's to the left of me, and it looks like the ball's closer to my left foot. The ball's in the same position, and it's in the correct position on both swings. It's just a perspective. Again, it's a perspective to the player, it's a perspective to the viewer, and you got to be careful when you ask somebody where they put the ball because everybody has a different reference point. What I like to tell everybody to use is their left ankle. Okay? For a right-handed player, the left leg is the pivot point. The point where on the way we're going to have the weight on, all our weight on our left foot when we hit the ball, and we're pivoting on it. So it has a lot to do with where we should put the ball. Not both feet, because both feet, everybody puts their feet in different places. Wide stance, now narrow stance. Now what you'll see here on the right, I got a narrow stance, which I don't recommend, but you would say that's the middle of my stance, but technically I like that ball position because it's a couple inches from, I'll be able to correctly rotate and hit the ball correctly because it's a couple inches from that left heel. All right, now I have an open stance on the left. Now you would think that that's too far back, but actually it's in the correct position. Again, perception. I drew a line there, and you got 2 inches from the left ankle. And that's why I keep saying ankle, because my foot is flared out. Okay, so if I use my toe, that'd be way off, wouldn't it? So left ankle is I would say, is the best thing for a reference point for ball position. So to wrap this up, ball position is extremely important in to help the body swing correctly. And then it's important for you to know, and not what everybody else says, that what your perception of ball, where is the ball, and the left ankle is going to be your best bet. Don't use your 2 feet. People stand out different with different clubs, and that's why a lot of people say the shorter clubs go to the middle of the stance, because if you do get a narrow stance, well, technically it would be true, but it should still be 2 inches from the left ankle. So some people never get that narrow stance. So if they hit an 8-iron and they have a wide stance, it's not going to be in the middle. It's going to be 2 inches to the left. So it's extremely important, and you got to watch what you hear from other players and read on the magazines. Well, thank you and good luck.